I'm coming at you live to let you know that I finished Circe by Madeline Miller. This book is a 5 out of 5 stars. I have no words. This was so good. I feel like I have not read a book this good in a very long time. I loved reading every moment of Circe's journey. Obviously, this takes liberties in the mythology and all of that. But that's honestly totally fine. Like, it's a fictional book. I'm not expecting the author to be completely historically accurate and mythologically accurate with everything. It was still a lot of fun, and I feel like it reflects quite a real experience that women have, especially. So I think it was very good. I think it's a fun mythological retelling. I really enjoyed this book. It was just phenomenal. I enjoyed the writing a lot. I feel like I haven't read good writing in a long time as well, and this was definitely the palate cleanser that I needed from so many bad books that I feel like I've read recently. Obviously not all the books I've read recently are bad, but some of them have just left such a bad taste in my mouth, and I left myself wondering, are there any good books left? Clearly there are. I just needed to finally pull them off my bookshelf and read them. So yeah, this was amazing. I need Madeline Miller to make more books, to write more books about everything. I'm also kind of like in a Greek mythology kick now and wondering if we should like reread Percy Jackson. I also forgot to mention that one of the things that really struck me, and this is going to be a spoiler warning, so if you have not read this book and it's really in your TBR and you don't like spoilers, you're going to want to jump ahead a few minutes. But one of the things I really enjoyed about in reading this book is Circe's naivety. Like, she is very naive about the world, and she takes a very long time to learn about the realities of the world, how unjust it can be. I mean, there's the entire scene where she welcomes the ship of sailors and she expects deference and she welcomes them into her home and she feeds them, and in the end she is violated for her kindness, and she learns from that, and it turns her pretty cruel. I mean, we see her turning men into pigs every time, which, I mean, it's warranted and I wish I could do that, but regardless, I feel like it really just captures what growing up is as a woman, if that makes sense. Like, we get to see her be naive and expect that someone will care for her, they will do certain things, and when those are not fulfilled, she grows and she changes. We get to see that journey, and it really hit me, and I really enjoyed this book. I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna try to maybe make a long form review where I write out my thoughts, so yeah. Hi, I've spent the last 2 days laid up in bed with pain, indescribable abdominal pain. But while I was in horrible abdominal pain, I did read all of Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton? Crichton. I'm going with Crichton, okay? We're going with Crichton. This book is so good. I wanted to read this because I heard there's another movie coming out and it's supposed to be like more dinosaur accurate. And I'd also heard before that the books are like way scarier, so I was like, okay, I want to read the book. So I dragged my butt to Barnes & Noble and I bought the book. She's kind of chunky. She's like 400 and something pages. Absolutely phenomenal. I read this in like 1.5 sittings. I started it like the day before, read a couple pages, then decided, wait, no, I want to read it like a little bit more tomorrow. So yeah, I ended up reading all of it yesterday. And because of that, I decided to do some Jurassic Park inspired nails. Feel free to laugh. That's supposed to be a mosquito. I don't know, guys. Is it giving mosquito? I don't think so. Do you see the vision? And it's supposed to be this upside down. It's supposed to be like a T-Rex skull. And this is just like random dinosaur bones, and then like the amber. I don't know. I thought it was cute. Okay. This is such a good book. Okay, this is 5 out of 5. I think I said that already. 5 out of 5 stars. I did not find it scary. Now that could be because I've watched the Jurassic Park movies a lot. I've watched the first one a lot, and then I did like a whole marathon of the movies a while ago. And the movies have a very high place in my heart, and I guess it's, I don't know, I don't find the dinosaurs eating people as scary as it probably should be, but again, that's probably just due to the fact that it's not a new concept. The entire time I did keep kind of imagining the cast of the films, because I like the cast of the films and I like the way they look and how they act. I liked them. So I guess having seen the movies so many times probably did detract from this, but I still think the book was super enjoyable. Like, this is just phenomenal writing, and I was very sad to find out in the end right here that the author passed away in 2008. I'm very sad about that. I don't know why I thought he was still alive and got to see more of what happened with his work, you know? So that made me a bit sad, but other than that, I think the book is really good. I do have to say, some of the chaos theory and the lines of code that were in this book did drive me a little bit crazy. That is my only complaint. The large paragraphs about chaos theory took me out of the action so much, but I'll let it slide because the book is just that good. It's really, really good. So, yeah. And the kids were very frustrating, but I feel I don't want to talk crap, because if a dinosaur was chasing me, I'd probably start screaming too, regardless of whether or not that means it's going to eat me. So I don't blame the little girl for screaming, because that would probably be me. So yeah, this is really good. I don't know what to read after this. I don't know what kind of mood I'm in, because this was really, really good. I kind of feel like trying to see if my library has Lost World, but the last time I checked, I think they had it, but in German. And I don't speak German, so we might have to put Lost World on the back burner for now and see what else piques my interest. I don't know if we should like move genres or not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I come up with in the meantime. Okay, I'm honestly on a really big bookish roll. I feel like I haven't read a lot in a long time, and so I feel like my slump is like actually over. But I decided to finally finish Capturing the Devil by Kerri Maniscalco. This is the last book in the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. Sorry. Okay, I had to like... So I'm... Spoilers, okay? Spoiler warning. If you've not read this book and it's on your TBR and you don't want to know what I'm about to say, just skip forward. Skip this. Just skip it, okay? So Audrey, Rose, and Thomas get married in this book. I'm not very far into it. I'm on page 144, but I'm up to their wedding. I got up to their wedding and I started crying. Like bawling through tears. I was crying. I posted a story on Instagram. I'll put it here. But I started bawling my eyes out when she is talking to her dad, because her dad is going to walk her down the aisle, because traditionally your father gives you away at your wedding. I almost started crying. Well, no, I started crying because her dad walks her down the aisle, and I'm probably going to get engaged this year, and I do plan on getting married. So, I got a bit emotional because, to make a long story short, my father probably won't accept my decision to not invite my mom to my wedding. And I don't want her there. So I started crying because Audrey Rose gets to have her father walk her down the aisle, and I probably won't be able to, and that's what I've wanted since I was a little girl. Anyway, I started sobbing at that part and had to put the book down. I literally just put it down and I stopped reading. Like, I'm right at the wedding. So literally she's like about to walk down the aisle and I just stopped reading because I couldn't. I was going to cry more and I didn't want to keep crying because my mom had just woken up, and I didn't want to be like bawling my eyes out while she was there. So yeah, I was having a very emotional time reading this. I do want to finish it. It's currently like 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning. So my sleep schedule is all kinds of messed up right now, but I do want to try to read a little bit more. I'm also annotating this book. I've seen people say, what the heck do you annotate? I annotate stuff I like, and I just write comments in the margins. My annotations are not aesthetic whatsoever. They're just what I like. So yeah, I'm working through this, and then I did another TBR jar pull, and I actually got the Atlas 6 by Olivie Blake, which I don't remember if I'd mentioned that I'm gonna read this. I don't think so. But yeah, I have this. I haven't started it, but I'm excited to read it, a little nervous. Just a teeny bit. Because, I don't know, it was really popular in Book Talk, and I feel like I haven't had too much of a good experience with Book Talk recommendations. And I say that because I'm actually kind of new to Book Talk, in the sense that I wasn't using it very often, and it was like new to me, you know what I mean? So like I'm an old lady. I wasn't on Book Talk, and now I am, and I'm having fun, and I'm looking for more diverse reads. But this is something I saw back when like Dark Academia was like really trendy. I love Dark Academia. I've been a Dark Academia girly before I knew that was a thing. My obsession with certain movies is a problem. But anyway, hoping this is good, because I know it's a series, and then I have an excuse to finally finish another series. But these are what I'm working through post Jurassic Park. I also want to read Lost World, but I have not been able to order a copy. I can't find a copy in store. For some reason, finding a copy of Lost World in store is very difficult. So I'm probably going to order it, but I don't want to order it from Amazon. So I'm probably going to see if I can order it from a bookstore, or literally any other website. Probably maybe thrift books. I also really want to reread Twilight. I've been seeing a lot of Twilight videos on TikTok, and I don't know, I'm just kind of like, I want to give my teen self the space she deserves. So I had gotten rid of my copies many years ago. So I reordered some from thrift books. Hopefully they're good. I'm excited for that. It's also like 4 in the morning, and I did my makeup, and you might say, why the hell are you doing your makeup at 4 in the morning? I got foundation, and I haven't used foundation in like 10 years, and I'm only 25. Yeah, that's kind of problematic. Anyway, haven't used foundation in like 10 years, and I got some in white. Like, it's white foundation. It's the Lady Gaga House Labs one. Hold on. If you're into makeup, this is the House Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation in the color 000 Fair Neutral, which is, it's white. It's literally just white, but it's kind of sheer. Yeah, so I have it on. It looked a lot paler before. I thought it wasn't going to blend well with my skin. I got it for goth looks. Like, I'm not trying to say that it does blend in, because it's white, but I'm not exactly tan, am I? It sits beautifully, I will say that. Like, I think it matches pretty well. I feel like you can't tell. I think I did a pretty good job. I also haven't put foundation on in years, so I'm a little surprised with this, but I don't want to say I don't see the point, but I don't see the point. And I say that because I guess I have pretty good skin on my own, and it's not full coverage, so I'm kind of like, I did this for nothing. Should I put you so you can see? Like, I also don't own concealer, so yeah, I don't know. Tell me. So the reason I got foundation is because I actually mentioned, as I mentioned before, I'm probably gonna get engaged soon, and I'm gonna get married. I want to do my own wedding makeup because I'm picky and broke, and I don't want to subject someone to my pickiness, even though I'm sure there's a makeup artist out there that would do a beautiful job. I know there is, But you know what? I like learning things, and I've taken this as an opportunity to like relearn how to do makeup, because I learned when I was a teenager, and I do occasionally like update what I'm doing and how to do it, and I'll look stuff up like that. But say I'm trying foundation out again, and then eventually I'll get a concealer to kind of go under my eyes, because I do have dark circles that usually look kind of purple. There you go. But I think I did a good job. Like, it's not creasing too much on my nose. Mostly the places I have issues with are like right here and like right there, and it looks good. I had to prep my skin with some moisturizer first though, because the first time I tried it, I was bad. It was bad, but it wasn't the fault of the foundation, it was my fault. But I don't think it's much of a difference. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like this is what my skin looks like normally when I do my makeup. It's just like a little less pink and a little more pale. And the fact that it's white and it blends into my neck pretty well is kind of frightening. I hope it's just the light. And it's not that I'm actually color matched to this. Like, I don't know. Does it match my hand? My face doesn't match my hand normally anyway. It's red. Yeah, anyway. That was a long-winded talk about House Labs. I like it though. Like, I'm gonna use it, but I can't. I have to admit, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'll be back when I read something.